Hello, boys and girls. Today I'm going to tell you another story from the Moog Tails by Valerie Wilson. This is Chapter 7. It was a lovely day, and Great Uncle Moogatroyd knocked on the burrow door for Baby Moog and his brother and sister. They were all going into the woods nearby to hunt for mushrooms. They each had a big basket which they were going to fill up and take home to make mushroom soup. As they walked across the fields, Great Uncle Moogatroyd pointed out various plants and birds to the young Moogs and showed them how to whistle through a blade of grass. When they reached the wood, they saw clusters of mushrooms growing around the trees, and Great Uncle Moogatroyd told them to stay together and only pick the ones that were a certain shape, size and colour. As they filled the basket, the sun shone, and Baby Moog sat down under a nearby tree for a rest. He made a daisy chain and put it round his neck. Then he saw a pretty bird which flew onto the other side of the wood. Baby Moog got up and took his basket across the woods, running after the bird. He could see that it had landed in a tree not far from him, but then it flew away, and Baby Moog could not follow it. As he looked around, he saw a big cluster of mushrooms nearby that were of different colours and sizes. There were some very pretty red ones with white spots, and Baby Moog went closer to have a look. He thought how clever it would be to fill his basket right up, all on his own, and show the others. He began to pick the red-top mushrooms and thought that they would make a very nice soup. He wondered what they would taste like, so he picked one up and nibbled the edge of it. It didn't taste very nice, but Baby Moog thought that this was because they hadn't cooked it and was sure it would be nice when they were peeled. After a little while, Baby Moog stopped picking the mushrooms and held his tummy with one paw. He didn't feel very well and began to walk back to his brother and sister. When they saw him, they asked where he had been, and he told them he had picked lots of mushrooms, but now he felt sick. His sister looked in the basket and gasped. "They're not mushrooms!" she exclaimed. "What are they, then?" asked Baby Moog. "They're toadstools. Great Uncle said not to pick toadstools," she said. "I thought they were just pretty mushrooms, and I nibbled one of them." "Oh no," said his brother. "We had better call Great Uncle Moogatroyd immediately." "Why?" asked Baby Moog. "Because they are poisonous," he said. His sister ran to tell Great Uncle Moogatroyd about Baby Moog, and he quickly came and scooped him up in his paws. He ran back to the burrow with Baby Moog and his brother and sister and laid Baby Moog down on his bed. "I'm going to call Dr. Cough," said Great Uncle Moogatroyd, and he ran to the telephone. The doctor came very quickly and gave Baby Moog some medicine to drink, which made him feel a little bit better, but not enough to be able to eat his tea, which really must show how ill he really was. The doctor told Baby Moog he must rest in bed and drink plenty of water until he was completely better. Baby Moog was very bored with this and wanted to get up and play once his tummy ache had gone. Great Uncle Moogatroyd came to visit him the next day and brought him a book on mushrooms. It was called Mushrooms and Toadstools and had lots of pictures to show you which fungi were poisonous and which you could eat. "As a general rule," said Great Uncle Moogatroyd. Thank you. "If you don't know what they are, don't pick them, and certainly don't eat them." Baby Moog learned a lot about mushrooms that day, and Great Uncle Moogatroyd had brought him some of his homemade mushroom soup to have when he was better. That's Chapter 7 of the Moog Tales. I hope you've enjoyed and I will see you again soon.